Oh hey, my name's Ryan. Today we're going to do some heavy front squats without using a rack. Here we go. Alright, before we even get into the front squatting, okay, we have to make sure that we're able to even front squat. If you're like me, you've been resistance training for quite some time, you've built up a considerable amount of muscle mass in the upper body, in the biceps particularly. You just got to get warm. Alright, you got to get warm because these suckers are going to get in the way of you achieving a good front rack. So, number one, most important thing for upper body mobility is thixotropy. Alright, look that up. Okay, I'm not going to explain it. Number two, go through this clean mobility routine. All you need is a barbell. Alright, here we go. Jefferson curls. Get you like 5 of these. Sometimes I like doing half Jefferson curls. I'll spread out my feet, hands a little bit more narrow. Just work on bending the upper half of the spine. Allow the shoulders to roll forward. Get down here. Take the barbell, put it on your knees. Try to just push yourself forward. Anytime we're stretching, we actually want to reach a place that's a little uncomfortable, but that we can tolerate, you know? Not only do we want to continue getting warm, we also want to try to push our tissues to a point where they're going to be forced to adapt to a new range of motion, you know? From here, do some kind of like fluid upright rows. Now let's just do some turnovers. With each one, kind of allow that bar to roll back in your fingertips more. Then I like coming here, just rotating each elbow through. Some overhead presses. Here's my favorite one. Just tempo the barbell down, push your elbows forward, and try to end up in a good front rack. There's no specific way you have to warm up. Just make sure you're mobile up here, that your wrists are bending, your elbows are bending, scaps are being protracted and moved forward. You want to be mobile up there, not stiff. Start with 95 pounds today. I'm going to continue this warm up because I am feeling kind of stiff. Just going to do some power cleans, try to squat with it. I doubt I'll be able to get down to the bottom of a squat with only 100 pounds on the bar. That's another thing, is if you are a bigger dude, it takes a little bit more weight to just like push all your tissues down into that position. So I'm going to do my best, and then in between I'll just continue doing some random stretches, try to get warm and ready for this workout. Here's a really good one. If you've got something you can grab onto, do some supported sissy squats. Push those knees forward. Push your hips forward. I like to do a few on my toes, and then I'll let my toes touch the ground. Just bend back as far as I can. We're getting there. Wrists are generally the most uncomfortable thing for me, so I like stretching those out a little bit. I'll do this, fingers out to the side, lean back and forth, flip your wrist around. Careful doing this one. Same thing with the other side. We're getting there. Come on. All right, here's the goal for the day. We're going to do a clean to get the bar into front rack, not a power clean. We're going to do a clean, and then we're going to do anywhere from 3 to 5 front squats per set. And I think even in the warm-up, I'm going to just focus on doing 3 to 5 reps within each set. because I want today to be about just moving a lot. I don't really care about like getting in this one big set that I am priming for based upon like all the previous warm-up sets, and then I'm like not trying to make those too fatiguing. Just want to move today, get a lot of good reps, do a lot of good squatting. Gonna be a fun one today. Gonna be challenging though. Gonna be challenging. Let's christen the day with the first set, shall we? I'm also okay with doing a zombie squat where I'm not holding on a front rack. Tuck time! Didn't expect that so early this video. Listen, I'm trying to stay locked in, you know what I'm saying? I'm flipping into this gear early today. You think it's a joke too, tuck in your shirt and tell me how you feel. Let's go ahead and bump this thing up to 2 plates and a quarter. Do a little golf clap for that one. It's absolutely treacherously hot in the garage today. Sometimes I can get this fan to work, sometimes I can't. Should have went with Milwaukee or frickin' DeWalt. I feel like if you just knock on it a couple times, it'll come on, right? It is alive! Oh, that's so much better. Wow. I don't know if we give enough credit to our ancestors for just putting up with the tomfoolery that they had to put up with. Caves and no air conditioning? Can you imagine how stuffy it is in there? And yet here I am, here you are, in our comfortable homes, with every amenity we need. What am I complaining for? Feeling a bit froggy today, so going straight ahead to 315. Oh boy. Got an absolutely hateful low back pump coming on. Been taking way too many golf swings, and it's just getting to me. When you do this walk right here, arch the back, allow the belly to hang out, it helps. This stance right here, pure dominance. Pure dominance. Or is it that I'm just getting a little fat? Yep, let's hoist this. Cut! I'm not gonna lie, every time I get that bar in the front rack and I'm doing the first rep, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. I feel like I'm about to pass out. It's so hot. Milk was a bad choice. Let's sit down for a second here. Gather ourselves. Let's work our way through a thought experiment, shall we? Periodization, in like the majority, the overwhelming majority of the literature in like, or just all the content created on periodization is filtered through the perspective of athletics, right? Training such that we are priming the body, the mind, whatever, for this competition, for the series of competitions, so that you can be as ultra ready as possible for that competition. And it's like, does that necessarily matter for the general population, which I'm including myself in, right? Should we go through these intensive and complex layers of periodization that we start on month 1 so that by month 12 we're primed for this lift or like whatever it is? Like, I strongly encourage you that if you just want to train, just for fun, just to feel good, and just to get something out of it, right? Something beneficial, periodize for the immediacy of the day or the week. I look at training on a week-by-week basis pretty much. I'm checking off boxes, pretty much want to hit the relevant aspects of fitness. Anything that the body is capable of expressing, I want to express at least one time. I want to squat, I want to pull, I want to row, I want to press. I want to work on aerobic capacity and glycolytic capacity, so on and so forth, right? And then I just check those boxes with things that sound fun. Checking a lot off with this right here. This is not easy. Just an idea. I'm not saying it's the right way or the wrong way, but it's something to try, that's for sure. Enough jabbering. Let's lift some weights. What a sissy, only 3 there. Come on, what are we doing? Yep, let's put a little mustard on this last one, shall we? Let's send this one off with the most motivational quote of all time. Come on. 5 reps. Come on. Yep. Ah! Here we go. Wow. Woo. That felt like an out-of-body experience. Continue training hard for weeks on end. That's all that really matters. Training is fun.